Hello on Facebook. Listen, I'm going to start telling you guys, I'm really broadcasting to my YouTube channel, but I promise you, if you're listening to me on Facebook tonight, I think I'm live on YouTube right. Yes, I am. So if you are watching on Facebook, you are really going to want to jump over to YouTube tonight. Trust me. I have a little bit of a surprise, but it's only going to happen for those who are tuning into my my YouTube channel. So you've got to look up Intuitive Medium Deborah Hanlon, and I do think you have to have like a Google email or something, but got a little surprised. I haven't mentioned it to them over here on YouTube yet, but you're going to hear it here, but it'll be like really late by the time you hear what I'm doing tonight, by the time you pop over. So hello, YouTubers. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to wait a few more minutes for a couple more of you to join me. I have a fun surprise tonight for my faithful little groupies and my hashtag creeper squad that I see is joining in. So you're going to be excited. So I didn't know what you wrote, Patricia. You said, is my intuition correct? But I don't know what you wrote. So can you rewrite it? Because I didn't see it. But again, those of you on Facebook, you can totally tune in and stay in here on Facebook. But I'm not going to look at any questions or anything like that over here because I'm totally tuning into everybody on, no, you're not a creeper, Dan. I saw that. But I'm going to totally be surprising my YouTubers for a little bit over here. So join me on YouTube, Intuitive Medium Deborah Hanlon on YouTube. Hello, Andrea, hello. Of course, you're going to have questions. Everybody always has questions after a reading. And good evening for those of you tuning in on YouTube. Just post where you're tuning in from. What state, country, town, planet. If you aren't on the planet, though, don't write that because I'm going to start getting like, oh boy, creeped out. I've got creepy people watching me. I don't know. Don't forget to click thumbs up also on YouTube. That's always helpful. I'm telling you, Facebook people, you're going to be really mad that you're not on here on YouTube. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to announce this. So if you're not on YouTube, it's going to be not as cool, not as fun for you. So hello, I'm seeing all my favorite. Oh yeah, all my favorite people posting and saying hello. I love to see you all. We got my creeper squad. Albany is tuning in. I'm full of a good surprise tonight. Kelly, you guys are going to like this. I'm telling you. You guys, you're going to like it, but you're not going to like it if you're on Facebook tuning in because what I'm doing is not going to apply to my Facebook crew. So you might just want to like right now, just go tell everybody. The name on YouTube is Intuitive Medium Deborah Hanlon. So if you type that into YouTube and then click subscribe, you can even click the bell to get notifications for those of you who didn't click the little bell on my YouTube channel. Do that. That way you'll get notified every time I come on. That'll be really good. So yeah, keep tuning. Tell me where you're tuning in from. And Facebook, I'm telling you, you're going to be pissed. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm just saying. So before I announce my little Monday night surprise for you guys, and this is not an April Fool's joke either, by the way. This is totally not April Fool's. I hate April Fool's jokes because they're mean. They're just, I don't know. I fall for them or whatever. So this is not April Fool's. For those of you who think it's April Fool's, it's not. I promise. Scout's honor, and I was never Scout. But anyway, couple events coming up. I have 2 galleries in April. I've significantly reduced my galleries and my events and where I am for a number of reasons, but I'll be at my center on April 13th, which is a Saturday morning. There's a few spots left for that gallery. And then, oh my God, I meant to check April 23rd or 24th. I'll be at the Bear Mountain Inn. This is not my surprise. This is not it. This is exciting though, because Bear Mountain Inn and I have teamed up and we are going to do another big gallery there. And we're going to be working on like workshops. And I'm calling it Adult Spiritual Summer Camp for the summer. So you can look at that. All of it is on my website, deborahhanlon.com. So there you go. Facebook, I'm telling you, come over to YouTube. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be pissed. You're going to be totally pissed. Also, I have meditation on April 14th on Sunday morning. I know my evening meditation people are so furious with me. I'll return. I'll get back to it, but I'm kind of liking having my morning start and then like I go to work, I do my thing, and then I have the rest of the day versus kind of staying close to home and having to go to work at like 3. I like to be done early on a Sunday. So that's what's kind of going on for the spring. Meditation is something that you don't have to like make a reservation. You just show up. You can bring 10 people. You can come by yourself. It's $10 to come. You could lay on a yoga mat or we sit in the chairs and I go over everything. There's somebody new every single week. So meditation is really important, really, really fun. Great group of people. A lot of them are on here. Oh, Mark, I see you joined here and I saw you were over on Facebook. That was smart move. Facebook people, I'm telling you, you're going to want to be here tonight because I haven't done this tonight. Then also my book, before I go on with my little surprise announcement for tonight. My book, I need reviews. So if you have read my book, if you can jump onto Amazon and leave me a review, that would be super, super helpful. A lot of people are still asking, where can I get it? It's on Amazon or any event that I'm at. So any of my galleries, meditation at the center, it's all there. Or you can just order it on Amazon. Okay, are you guys ready for the little announcement tonight? You ready? I want to hear, yay! I hear everybody going, yay! Yes, we're ready! We're ready! Nobody's saying, yes, we're ready yet. I don't see it. So tonight, I'm only doing this. I have not done this yet before on any of my, my like Facebook lives, YouTube lives. I am only doing this for those of you who are tuned in and subscribed on through YouTube here tonight. But I am going to answer your intuitive questions tonight. I am. Not mediumship. That is my surprise, you guys. That is it. So hold on before you start saying stuff. Hold on. I got to find it. I got to find where, how do I, hold on one moment. There it is. Surprise intuitive guidance question night. This won't be about mediumship because my brain will spin off of my neck, but it's going to be, you can ask me an intuitive question. What does that mean? You can ask me about, I don't know, medical intuition. You can ask me, you know, am I ever going to get married? Am I going to sell my house? Just generalize more about the here and now and future questions you can ask tonight. Not you guys on Facebook, though. You have to be on YouTube, okay? So you got to come over here, subscribe. Yes. So I'm going to try to get to as many of you as possible. I am not going to purposely leave anybody out. So if I skip over you, don't freak out on me. If I have answered a question or when I have answered a question for you, I would appreciate just so that I can get to many of you. Don't then ask another one because I really want to get to everyone. And then if I get to everyone and then you want to ask another, that's fine. But let's try to keep it going to one question per person so I can get to many of you. So this is not mediumship, though. If you do mention, like, you know, can you tell me about my dad or my mom or this one or that one? I'm not going to do that in this forum. That's definitely not happening. But you can ask me about the here and now, the future, just insight stuff. The stuff I really, really, really love to do is tuning in. So you can start posting them now. I got Andrea's already right here. So let me add this. Andrea, what direction is my career going? That's the question Andrea has. If you're on Facebook, I'm telling you, get over here. Get over here. I'm only asking her. I'm over here. What direction is my career going? Here's what I get instantly. I feel like it was on, like, that's going to sound so vague, but it was on two like totally different paths. And it feels like you had no idea which direction to choose. And then I feel like the universe did this for you. I don't think you made a choice. It converged into one. Now you absolutely 100% have to follow your heart, not your head. That's always going to be my advice. But that means it's going to be less money, more flexibility, or more freedom. It's a lighter hearted feeling. So it's a good direction because I feel like it's closer to what you actually want. But it's not like perfect. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, I have all the, it's not like it's all the money and this and that and that. It feels like everything just feels lighter, which makes up for financial money. So good luck. Kevin, oh my gosh. I hear you. I hear you, buddy. I'm not going to even ask that one. I'm not, well, you can ask me that. Nobody can tell her to. Nobody. She's got the strongest will on the planet. Yeah, nobody could. Let's see. Do I see Sandy, do I see you having any live biological children? Refine the question for me, Sandy. I'll probably have to go back down to it, but I don't know if you mean you have children and you don't know if they're alive, which I know sounds silly, but like, maybe you had to put them up for adoption. I don't know. Or if you're saying, which I think is what you're saying, but I just want to be sure, if you will have any of your own biological children who make it. I see 2 pregnancies with you already, so I don't know if these are pregnancies that have already happened or if they're pregnancies to come. So just clarify that for me, and when I get back down to you, I'll get back to you. Facebook people, you have to get to YouTube. How do you do it? I'm not sure. I know if you're on a phone, it's a little bit trickier, but I know a lot of people over here are on a phone. So you are able to post once you've joined my YouTube channel. So, okay, Sarah Miller. You're looking for guidance. You just lost a pregnancy. Well, will you be able to try again and have a baby? Try again, absolutely. You will absolutely try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you just had this miscarriage like February, like really, really, really recently, I really think, let me just say 1, 2, 3 months. By June, that's not far. So by June, another pregnancy. I think you're going to be more cautious than anyone else, as far as like in your brain thinking, oh, I don't think I can. I think your doctors are going to be like, no, you can, we can do this again. Carol Wyant, am I going to move to Tennessee? I see 2 moves in a short amount of time. I'm assuming you made one recently, or there will be 2 moves in about a 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, in between a 21 and 24 month time period. I think Tennessee will be the end of that, but I think there's another quick one before that, not in Tennessee. So I don't see like apartment in Tennessee and then home in Tennessee. I feel like it's like a puddle jump of some sort. So good luck. Oh, when should you sell? Everybody's like coming in pairs here. When should I sell this stupid house? ASAP, Miss Joe. You won't regret it. Could you sell it? I see you could get it ready and be ready to sell it next year this time. If you really, really like dug your heels in and started now, you can do it. But if you wait, then I think it'll wind up being 3 or 4 more years. There's no doubt in my mind that you won't regret it. You're not going to regret selling that house. I promise you. Melissa, anything about you health-wise? Lot. Hang on. First of all, like I could already feel your feet lifting off the ground. Like all of a sudden your anxiety shot up when I said a lot. So let's bring you back down to earth. Like you're not dying. It just feels like a lot. I think you need one specialist that oversees everything, which is very rare today. But I feel like there's not any one person in charge of your whole like file and history, and you need that one person. I do think it's going to be an immunologist, somebody who deals with immune system, believe it or not. And I know that you mentioned your back stuff and balance. I know you've mentioned that to me. I actually don't get anything about balance in that, but I do get a lot with like stomach, the gut. So I would heal the gut first. Kathy Mailer, how do you better connect with your loved ones? That's a very kind question because it's not even like self-centered. It's the good one for everybody. Those of you who are trying to log in or ask questions over here on Facebook, you got to be on YouTube for me to answer an intuitive question, but it's intuitive question night. So share with your friends and let them know and jump on over to YouTube. So, how do you better connect with your loved ones? First, you recognize that grief will make the absence of them feel more strong. I mean, we are here in the physical, and when they are not here in the physical, we don't feel them, and then we all automatically get into our head, and all of that. Our human self takes over. So recognize that there's just sometimes you're just not going to. You're just not, myself included, are not going to. For you, I'm going to make this very specific for you, Kathy, even you're kind of generalizing it. I do think you're going to have luck with dreams. I really do. So before you go to bed, write on a piece of paper a question and to Jim, and write a question and hold it in your hand, really kind of like meditate on it, meaning really like keep saying the question over and over and over, fall asleep with it. And the minute you wake up, take any notes of whatever came in your dream. So even if it's like a little squirrel pops in your dreams, just write it down, even if it does not make sense. And I do think this is going to be a very helpful way for you to connect with him. And I also see, like, I don't know if you wake up at like 4 a.m. and then are up for like an hour and a half and then go back to sleep. So do it twice if that's your sleeping pattern. Okay. Katrina. Also, while you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from and if this is your first time here on Facebook. You guys could do that too on Facebook, but I'm only answering YouTube questions. So is my boyfriend and I getting married? Katrina. I hear yes. My gosh. Feels like 7 years. So I don't know if you've been together 7 years. It feels like it's a freaking long. Wait, that was my story. Never mind. Let me see. I hear 7 years. I do. We're kind of in that same path. We got engaged after 7.5 years. So I think you'll get married. I don't think it's 7 years from now. That's the good news. It's not 7 years from now. But I feel like you'll be together a really, really, really long time before you actually do get married. I would not speed that up, though. Don't rush into that. All right. Diane, the future of your 17-year-old son. Diane, if you can narrow the question down a little bit as far as like career, health, and include his first name, that'll help. So I'll get back down to it next one. Pregnancy, Violet. Violet. I don't know if you have 3. If you have 3 children already, then I do not think another pregnancy is going to be in your future. If you only have 2 kids, then there will be one more because I see 3 around you. Heather, are you making the right decision? Am I making the right decision with my job? If you're like stepping up and like getting bold, yes. If you're stepping away from it, I actually think no. I think you are way more effective and capable than you're giving yourself credit for. So if you are like all of a sudden like going for the gusto and moving forward and getting really brave, absolutely. Even if it's like way outside your comfort zone, yes. If you're like, no, that's it, it's too much, I'm walking away, I would totally say, no, don't do that. Maybe figure out a different way to get your confidence back. But I feel like if you're stepping forward and moving up, then yes, that's right, Heather. Okay, so Susan, I'm not doing any mediumship tonight. So this is just intuitive questions. So there would be no messages from loved ones because that's all mediumship stuff. Also, for those of you, if you're asking a question about like a child or parent or anybody else, just give me their first name. That'll help me tune into their energy field much faster. So, and you guys should be sharing this and letting your family and friends know that I'm doing this right now. You too, Facebook. You too. So Facebook, I'm not answering your questions. I'm only doing YouTube. I know you guys should see this Facebook. It's like flying. I see all these questions coming up, but I'm only doing this for you guys. You're good listeners. Is your oldest son going to be okay? Physically okay? Yes. Mentally okay? No. What do I mean by no? I feel like he's like, well, this applies to all of us. He's his own worst enemy, but I feel like he's so stuck in his brain and in his head that he can't get out of his own way. So if you're concerned about him physically, that's fine, but it's him kind of like catching up and catapulting himself forward that he needs a lot of work on, which I don't think you can do for him. Like, meaning like you can't teach him that. I don't believe parents really can teach that and really instill that too much. And I really don't think you can right now, Laura. So getting him around who are, um, other people who are, can lift him up. That'll be better. All right, Deborah Barry. Deborah, you gotta tell me where you're living now and where you'll be living in the next 5 years. My first gut is I don't think you'll be moving. So, but just tune in below and let me know. Type your question and then say this is where you live now. And if you have choices, like if you have like 3 different choices or 3 different places you want to move, include those too so I can get narrowed down. The more specific all of you are with your question, the quicker and faster I can really, really, really tune in. Okay. Eileen, are you going to get the job or am I moving on? I feel like they're going to make some sort of provision for you, Eileen. Like it's not really the job, but it's something else. You're going to call kind of bullshit on it, but then it's kind of like a happy medium here. So as far as you being in the lead, I feel like I just don't feel like it's going to be in the lead. Maybe it's like a shared position. I don't even know if that's possible, but nor do I see you totally moving on or stepping away. All right, Bonnie. Will my son do well at college and find his path for his future soon? Bonnie's son. Will he do well at college? I actually had a yes on that. I think he's going to surprise you. And boys, sons in college, they tend to be like a little like, woohoo. I know mine might be. But I actually feel like he has a pretty good head on his shoulders. He's pretty balanced. So I do think he will be good. Finding a path will take a little bit longer than you want, but he's fine. I feel like he's kind of oblivious. Like, Mom, what's the big deal? I got this. You're the one that's freaking out, as am I. Not for your son, for mine. Kathy, I'm confused which way my career is or will be going. Let's see. First, I'm asking your body, why is it confused? I'm first asking, like, is it because she doesn't know what she wants to do? Or is it because she's like a victim to what else is going to happen and you don't know what's going to happen? So I'm trying to feel my way through that too. Yeah, I feel like you're being led more than you're leading. So you're just like waiting for all these answers to be like made for you or decisions made for you. And if this happens, then you're going to do this, that sort of thinking. And I do think you're pretty like, when I say handcuffed into that sounds terrible, but my father worked for FedEx for years and they called it the golden handcuffs because it's such a difficult job, but you're like totally chained to it because it had such great perks and benefits and pay and all of that. So that's what it feels like. I feel like you're kind of like have the golden handcuffs and that you are led more by the external. It's not so much all your decision. Let that happen. Let that be. Or absolutely say, no, this is what I'm doing by 4 years from now, and that's it. And then not bail, but move on and listen to yourself. Oh gosh, is your husband and I going to get a solution to his back pain? I was thinking of him the other day, actually, Dana, yesterday. Let's see, Ralph. I know his name is Ralph. And I know a little bit about his progress. I can't remember if it was an injury or an accident. I can't remember like the origin of it. It doesn't matter. It's okay. But I'm just trying to say, I see 3 specialists. I think at this point, he just doesn't have any trust in anybody. I would say go to Mount Sinai in New York City, stay out of the local hospitals. Sorry to local hospitals, but get into a much bigger, better place. New York Langone Center with NYU is good. And I hear that he's not going to go to either one of those. So, okay. Would he go to Albany? He'd actually go to Albany. So you're going to have to go up to Albany. I'm asking how long. I do feel like it'll take like another 8 to 14 months before he figures all of this out. So I don't feel like it's going to be 100% recovery, but I think he'll have a much better chance than what he's doing now. I tell you what, there's nothing worse than back pain because you just don't care. You just can't get comfortable sitting, laying, standing, nothing. So good luck. Renee. Oh gosh, Renee. Should you get another dog for Gibson or will Katrinka kill me? I'm pretty sure she's going to kill you, and I'm pretty sure you know she's going to. I don't think you're getting another dog for Gibson. I think you're getting another dog for you. And yes, you could say like, no, but this Gibson needs a buddy. I feel like Gibson's like a little spoiled little one. So I think it's more for you. I really, truly don't think it's time to get another dog, partially because Katrina will kill you. And you'll have a puppy, but you'll be a dead spouse. So that's not really a good payoff there. Let's see. Caitlin, let me know, Caitlin, how many you have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 pregnancies with you. So if you have 3, there's one more. You might have 2 kids and you've already had a miscarriage. There could be one more. So I get 4 little energies around you. This is Dan. Dan who? Dan. Oh, Dan from over here. So, okay, Jamie, I got it. J-Mandy. Do tell me what that's about. But hi, Dan, I'm glad you jumped over here. I think you're Dan Chapman from over here, right? Those of you on Facebook who are texting and writing messages, I'm only taking questions for people who join me on my YouTube channel. That's the only group that I'm answering for. So if you're on my YouTube, I will get to your question. If you're not on my YouTube, then I will not. Okay, let's see. Oops. You're very stressed where you are, Kathy. Renee, will you get married soon? I feel like you could have gotten married like 4 years ago, and I don't know what happened, what fell through. Will you get married soon? 1, 2, 3, let's see, 2019, 2022, 2021, end of 21, early 22, November, February-ish. So you want a winter wedding, but it seems like that time frame. Okay. Jennifer Osteen. I hear yes instantly. Am I making the right move going home? Yes, I hear that like very clear and see the word spelled, and yes, absolutely. Let's see. Elizabeth, am I on the right path? So here's the annoying answer to that. I'll get a little bit more detailed, but the answer is we're always on the right path. It's the way we think about the path we're on that changes the way the path is. So are you on the right path? Yes, because if you're on it, you're supposed to be on it. We can dictate and figure out and change how quickly we learn things. So if the same themes show up in our lives, like if we keep like getting a lot of money and then we lose a lot of money, or we get in this really great relationship and then it falls apart really quickly. These are themes. So you want to notice what keeps coming up over and over and over, the theme of your life. And then there's some learning in that. So are you on the right path? Yes. There's a part of you, it feels like your energy does one thing or another. Feels like on one hand, you're like, that's it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to move forward and I'm in charge and I got this and I'm not going to let anybody stop me. I feel like then you're like, like this little warrior woman. And then the other half, you're like, oh, I don't know. Let them make that decision for me. So I feel like you're either or, and there's like no middle with you. And I would find more of a middle. Identify, what is it you want to feel every day? How do you want to feel? Don't even have to worry. And this is for everybody. You do not have to figure out the details of where you want to be, what you want to do. You don't have to do that. Get as specific as you can with the feelings that you want at your job, in your career, in your relationship, with your health, with your financial health, where you live. Just really break down different aspects of your life and describe those aspects of how do I want to feel in that particular area. And you harp on those areas, you get very specific as to those feelings. You follow those feelings, meaning anytime, say you want to feel financially safe, right? And we all know what that feels like. We might not have had experience of it, but we know what we can imagine that feels like. So you follow the feeling. Anytime all of a sudden a decision comes up around finances and you get like that doesn't make me feel safe, that's not the way you go. then you go into, okay, oh, doing that feels good. That feels safe. That's what helps guide and direct and steer you. So I do a YouTube class, no, a vision board class. And I address this very, very thing about follow your feeling. Okay. Outside of the light lines art, I like that name. Having some health issues, will they be resolved? Will they be resolved? I hear yes, they'll be resolved. Will they be fully cured? Yes. Fully healed? Yes. Got a yes on all these. Will they be soon? Yes. That's all good. I don't know if this came about or hit like a peak last November. So it feels like it's kind of like either that's when you first noticed this and it hit a fever pitch, and now I see like TikToking back and forth, making trials, but then not going back to old ways, then not. I think it's going to require a complete and total life like makeover where you have to do like everything, diet, exercise, everything has to be a do-over. It doesn't feel like it's simple, but it feels like you are someone who will actually like follow things to the letter when you need to. And that's why it'll get resolved. I want to say like 14 months, a year, 14 months before it's all really, really worked out. For some reason, I'm seeing that celery juice too, that the medical medium is bringing up all the time. So I don't know. I don't even know enough about celery juice, to be honest, about what the whole thing is. I want to do it because I keep seeing it. But I don't know if that just means diet is going to be drastically changed or what. Okay, J Mandy, but you're really down. How's your career going? Any advances? I feel like you're like sitting back, it's almost like you're sitting back and waiting for it. It's like, it's my time. I'm the next one up in line. I should be the next one, but I'm going to tell you not to like make the assumption that you're the next one up. And I just see you like this, like with your arms folded, kind of like just like, almost like, yeah, this will happen. They said it'll happen, but I would not follow that. It feels like you really got to put your word in and really say what you mean and say like, really, I want this advancement. I can handle it. This is what I would do. I feel like you have to really, really, really kind of show up right now instead of thinking like, yeah, I'm the next one in line, because that's what it feels like you're thinking, and that's not good. Will my middle son find a good job and start his career? Susan, right? That's right. Again, I'm going to tell you to reframe it. Middle son, tell me his first name. And you can give him his age. He's tricky, but I'll get a little bit more energy once I like plug in. Like once I hear his name, I'll be able to tune in better. Hey girl, Sydney. How many kids will I have? Oh, I see 2 right away. Instantly 2. 2. And quick, like back to back. Oh, so many. Oh, how funny. Your Concepcion. Your name is Concepcion, and you're asking about if you can get pregnant anytime soon. I would hope with your name that would bring you some luck. Okay, let's see. Am I going to get pregnant anytime soon? I hear no. Hold on. Let me see why. I'm hearing like so not ready. I don't even think it's biological issue, like a health issue. It feels like, oh my gosh, this one's so not ready right now. So I don't know if that means financially not ready, partnership not ready. Maybe you don't have the home yet that you need to settle in, or the career, the finances. I don't know what it is, but it feels like not yet. Will you have a baby? I hear yes. So, okay. I see 8. I don't think it's 8 months. I don't think it's 8 years either. I don't think it's 8th month. Maybe it isn't 8 months. 8 months from today is like December. I'm not 100% sure. I think that means a December pregnancy. No, they're saying no. I don't know. I'm feeling like it's just not time. It's just not ready. But I don't even mean like biologically. Just like there's something else that's just not saying time is ready right now. But I do hear that you're going to have one. Okay. Where's my husband? Barbara Speck. Where's my husband? I've heard from different sources he's coming, and it's been like 2 years. Seriously, though, is the relationship, marriage in my future anytime soon? Let's see, Barbara. You know what? I don't know if Dan is married or something. Dan, who's also J Mandy on here, because but I'm getting that same feeling that I was gave him on the career advice. And if he is married, stay away. And Dan, don't talk to this woman, okay? If you're married, so don't take my advice on that. But I feel like you're kind of like literally sitting back and waiting for this person. And I know you're like being funny and stuff like that, but I do feel like a part of you is like, oh, nope, they'll show up at the right time. That's going to happen. But the universe likes action. We have to put everything into action. So we can say, yes, we really want a meaningful relationship, but if we don't do anything to initiate any sort of meeting someone, then the universe is sort of like, no. It's kind of like a kid that asks for like $10 and you're like, sure, you can have the $10 if you clean your room, and they still lay on their bed and not make their bed and not clean their room. And you're like, I told you, if you're not going to do it, then you're not going to get it. So that's what it feels like. What do you do? Some of the action for you, Barbara, is to really be the partner you want to attract. So this is really, really kind of one of those things that like drives me crazy when women come to me and they go like, I want to meet somebody and he's got to be like financially stable and he's got to totally support himself. And my first question is, can you financially support yourself? Are you financially stable? Well, no. Well, you're not attracting someone who's financially stable because we attract who we are. So you have to become the partner you want to attract. If you want someone who's like really hot and fit and like into exercise, and then I say, well, are you really hot and fit and into exercise? And they're like, no. There you go. So we want to become the partner we want to attract. Are you very loyal? Are you very forgiving? Are you very kind? And really identify the things that you want in a partner, and then make sure that you are those things and you are embodying those things. And if you all say, and this is not just for Barbara, if you all say, because we're all really good at blowing smoke up our own asses and it's ridiculous. We're so ridiculous. You know, we all go like, no, I'm like amazing. We're not. We're all assholes. And the more we get in touch with our inner asshole, the better off we're going to be. So what I mean by that is like, no, I'm the kindest person ever. I want you to notice like when you're not kind. And this is for everyone, not just Barbara. Notice when you're not kind. Notice when you're not, the nicest person. Because the moment you meet someone who you see a moment of weakness, we all of a sudden are like, I'm not doing that. I'm too good for that. And it's sort of like, no, we're just equally an asshole too sometimes. So generally, and this is all spiritually speaking. This is all spiritually speaking. I'm speaking like to be kind and good to ourselves, but to notice that we're not all that. So I hope that makes sense. So you have to do the work, Barbara. You have to do the work. Right. Deb, Grant, when can I get an appointment? I swear, I know people, we just opened the appointments tonight at 7 p.m. and my phone and email and Michelle's emails are blowing up. And I feel bad for Michelle when she comes into work tomorrow because so many people are like, I keep trying. I only have a certain amount every month and they go so fast. We opened it at 7 and by 7:06, I think they were all booked. So it does really, really happen when it's supposed to. You just have to trust that. And I know it's annoying and I know it's like annoying to hear me say it because you think I'm blowing smoke, but I'm so not. I see it so many times when it's supposed to happen. It really, really will. Just trust, believe. Elizabeth writes, is there a way I can help my son with his health? Is there a way I can help my son with his health? Again, it's kind of similar to what I was feeling with a question back. I don't remember the woman's name already, where I said the son mentally needs it's like coaching. It's like mental coaching. And I feel it's the same, something similar vibration with you, Elizabeth. So let me just a little dig deeper in here. It's really helpful if you guys like write the name of the person you're talking about when you ask a question. What can she do to help your son with his health? He's tough. All of a sudden his energy is like, it's like a come here, go away energy. So it's like, I need your help. And when you give him the help, he's like, I don't need you. So it's a difficult energy to meander. So identify the 3 ways you can help him. Of those 3 ways, see which one he's most receptive to, and that's the one you do. So if it's like, oh, he'll eat food that I make for him, then just do that one. So there's 3 ways that come up that I feel like you can. Don't do things that like you think you should. It's literally 3 things that you can do, even if that's just checking in on him with a phone call or text. And then notice which one like he is most receptive to, and then do that one. Good luck. Okay. Christina, and then those who are on Facebook, I won't be taking any of your intuitive questions on Facebook. You have to be on my YouTube channel to ask a question tonight. This is a total surprise. So if you want to ask a question, you pop over here to my YouTube channel, and then you can ask a question. All right, Christina, having some health issues. Are they just anxiety related or more physical and something I should go get checked out? I feel total anxiety. Now, obviously, I'm not a medical doctor. So if your medical doctor says like, oh my gosh, you need this, then do that. But I feel like your brain is like mine. I feel like you're all over the place. And I really do think you need to learn how to get present and breathe. Meditation is everything. Deepak and Oprah started their 21-day guided meditation recently, so you can jump on that. I have meditations. YouTube has meditations. Find something like start small, like 5 minutes of a guided meditation to start teaching yourself how to get yourself completely like back to center. And I don't think any of this is new. I think it's just hitting a fever pitch. Like, I think you've had a lot of this for like 10 years, and now it's just like, oh, like coming to like just this huge head in the last like 8 months, 7 months, the last 7 months. Emily D, is this relationship going to work out? Oh, I hear yes. I think they're more in it than you are. Oh my God, you hate me. Let me see why. Why do I think that? It could be just a trust issue. I think it is a good energy for you. I don't know if it's too soon into a next relationship, like you just were out of one and then you jumped into one. That might give you like cold feet. I think they're pretty like what you see is what you get. So that's good energy. If I am describing this person as this, and they are like what you see is what you get, and they're very forthcoming, and they say they're going to call you at 8 o'clock, and they do, I really feel like it's a good one. But be cautious for your own heart, your own sake. So you don't have to make any decisions yet. I feel like you're like already, like if you're like 2 months into this, I feel like you're already like going, oh my God, are we going to get married? Are we going to do this? We're going to blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't need to figure any of that out. It's like you and Christina, the woman who asked the question before you, should like have coffee, or no, not coffee, because that's too much caffeine. You need to like calm yourselves down and just bring yourself back to earth. I feel like you have a lot of figuring out to do. So wait, don't rush into anything. You don't need to. Susan, will you ever meet up with your biological mother? I don't think so. I do think you'll be connected to someone very close to her, like either a sibling of her, but I don't think with your mother directly. Susan, different Susan. Will you ever feel peace about your mom? That's a tough one, because if she's still alive, let's see. It's a tricky one because there's so many factors involved with this. If it's, the part I can't grab yet, if it's on you to initiate feeling peace within the relationship as it is, or if it's peace. Yeah, it's going to come down to you. It totally is. So first I was seeing if it's on mom, and it's going to come down to you, is to see like, what are you going to allow? What are you not going to allow? What is okay for you to say, like, I can't handle that. I don't want this. You have to you have to describe your boundary and come from there. Therapy. First of all, everyone who's tuning in should be in therapy. You can understand the whole mechanics, because this isn't just like cut and dry. This isn't a cut and dry question. All right. Let's see. My son graduates from high school this year. Is he going to do okay with college? Oh my gosh, everybody's son's graduating here. Yes, too. Same thing. Yes. I think I think he's going to like play around a little bit, but I don't think he's like going to play around enough to like leave. I don't know if he's only like signed up for 2 years at a time, or if he's only going to a community college at first, or it feels like he's going to be real focused for 2 years, or he's breaking it up in his head 2 years and then a decision. Because I see it in 2-year increments with him. Facebook guys, come over to YouTube, because you guys should see this Facebook feed is going crazy too, but they're getting mad at me because I'm ignoring them, but I'm only answering questions from like on YouTube. Intuitive Medium, Deborah, YouTube. Okay. Atlantic Pro Nicholas. That's a little bit too vague, especially when I don't have your first name, especially in this format, because there's so many energies that even though you're all tuning in, there's how many of you on here? 113 of you on here right now. So technically that's 113 energies kind of like throwing like fish hooks at me, hoping that I bite. So it's a lot of energy coming my way. So I do need names to keep me focused. So if you want to get, and I mean, I'm assuming it's Nicholas, but give me a little bit more, I won't do a general reading. So give me specific career, relationship, finances, children, house, home, medical, something a little bit more specific. Christina, should you have another baby at 42? So Debbie, I always say there's a Deborah and there's a Debbie. Debbie would go, absolutely fucking not. Are you crazy? Oh my God, no way. But I probably would say not to have one at 22, 32, 82, whatever. Let's see what Deborah says. Deborah's another person. Can you? Yes. I think you're going to. I really do. So whether you think you should or not, it's not that. I think you just are. I think you're just feeling like you need it. You're missing out. Like you think you're missing out and you need this little energy. So let the universe do its work. If you're thinking too much about it, we really will always talk ourselves out of anything, buying a house, getting married, having kids, any of those things. It's never a good time to do those things. So, if you're feeling like, oh, I really feel like I'm missing someone, then let the universe do its work. And let me know. And if it's a girl, you better name her Deborah, just because I said so. I'm asking if I'll have pregnancy that result in a live birth. My only pregnancy was that my stillborn on Halloween. Ugh, Sandy. Okay. I do think you will. I think there's 2 pregnancies total, or 2 more coming. 2 more coming. I do think there's 2 more coming, and I don't think it's a twin. Like, I think it's 2 separate pregnancies. And I'm so sorry. That's like so tragic. Denise, should you move? I hear yes. When can she move? I feel like any time you really can. A lot of people have like, oh, in 4 years when I retire, 6 years, but I don't feel like you have that stipulation so much. I think it's like a total yes. And it's really just going to be a huge leap of faith. And I do feel like it's totally starting new. Like from New York to Florida. Like, it's not like, this doesn't feel like, oh, I'm moving from a townhouse from one town to a house in the next. This feels like a big change. Oh, Jackie, girly, are you on the right career path? You're not in the right school, but you already know that. You're just biding your time and getting like more experience behind you, which is good. I actually think you're going to go younger, to younger children, almost like pre-K, kindergarten, like real little ones. And I think you'll do a lot better there. I don't think in the district that you're in now, I don't see that ending. And I think you'll stay there through like November. And then I see all of a sudden where you're either like, that's it, I can't do anymore, or you will jump into something else. And I just don't think your brain knows like what career, like I don't even think you can think up of anything else anyway. So I would stay on the path that you're on for now, but you're definitely in the wrong school. But you knew that. It doesn't take a psychic for that one for you. PTSD, Linda. How can I help my twins heal from PTSD? That's a long one. or heavy one, I should say. There's a great therapy that I love called EMDR, that helps a lot with PTSD that I would look up if they haven't done it already. I'm hearing one of them needs to take it into their own hands. The only thing is like that throws me off where I'm like, wow, why is only one and not the other? So I feel like either one's more emotionally capable of taking it more into their own hands than the other. But I feel like one, you're really going to have to kind of be very like smothery and direct with this one. The other one feels like they will kind of create a plan for themselves on this. But look up EMDR. Hey, James. Those of you on Facebook, I know I see you over here. I'm only answering questions for the YouTubers. So if you're tuning into me on YouTube, then you can get an opportunity to ask a question. I'm only taking one question from each person because I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can before everyone like kills me. Later, they're going to be like, I asked a question and you didn't answer it. I'm trying. I really do try my best. So you have to pop over to my YouTube channel, Intuitive Medium Deborah Hanlon. Share it with your friends. Tell them to pop over here. Those of you who are on YouTube, I hope you click the little bell that sends you notifications when I'm on. And you can subscribe. So many people are so scared to subscribe to anything. Trust me, I get it. I don't subscribe to anything because I'm always afraid I'm going to get 800,000 emails that I don't want. But I don't do a lot on YouTube right now. So you're not going to get like 8,000 notifications except when I'm on. So click the bell and subscribe. Okay, Mary Ann, will my husband speak and forgive his brother? Ooh, I hear no. I feel like he's like so dug in and is like absolutely not. I'm asking if there's anyone else who can help with this. I'm hearing no right now. And I'm also hearing like leave it totally alone. Leave it alone, like leave it in like his hands and their hands. Caitlin, I don't think you belong in Albany. Nope, I don't. Nope, you're a city girl, like down city Boston girl. I love the city of Albany. So those of you who are in Albany who are like, what? She's so rude. I'm not. It's nothing to do with Albany. I love it. I want my son to go to the University of Albany. But no, I don't think it's yours at all. I also think you need like eclectic places and you need kind of like crunchy granola-y places too. Like a New Paltz, Beacon is cute for you, although I don't think that's quite it either. Places in Boston, definitely Northeast I see for you though. So, but more like earthy and creative, kind of cool, little off the beaten path type of places. You know what you might like that is up towards Albany is Hudson, New York. Towns like that. Kingston, you might even like, believe it or not, more than Albany, which surprising that I'm hearing that, but you might, which is nothing against Kingston for those of you who are like, I'm in Kingston. Bleh. I'm not putting anyone down. Okay. Oh, Maria, you better write the book. How about that? Are you going to write the book? Actually, I hear yes. Wow. I think you have the book written already. I think it just needs to literally be like put together. So I see like 10 pieces and all those pieces need to be put together and there's your book. So you should definitely, because you have such a gift with words. So I would do it, and I think you do have it written. James, will you have a baby this week? I'm thinking Thursday. Oh, your niece. Okay, I was like, what the hell, James? What are you doing to me? It's like April Fool's. Will I have a baby this week? My niece. I'm thinking Thursday. I'm thinking Friday. I'm thinking Friday, the 5th. So I think Friday. Will we sell the move? Yes, I hear this instantly before I even finish the question. Will we sell the house and move to Colorado? Yes. For some reason, I see you at the base of the mountains or southern Colorado, and I don't know the state enough. Like I have no idea where Denver is in relation to everything else, or Boulder, any of the cities. I don't know where they are, but I feel like you're south. Either you're at the bottom of the mountain, which I thought Colorado was all mountains, or you're like south in Colorado. Tisha, that's a little bit mediumship, but I also know it's good to see you on here, by the way. I see the same number over and over. I always say when the same number comes up, it's like totally a wink. It's a wink that like, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm around. Yes, you're on the right track. No, you're not alone. That's what the number thing is a lot of the time. So who is it that I don't know because that's mediumship, but I don't know if it's a relative either. That was more your question. Is spirit guide or relative? I don't know about spirit guides. I would have to say more relative, but I'm not even 100%. But that's always like a little wink that says like, you're on the right path. I'm here. Okay. Will you ever sell your art? Amanda, you just have to put it out there. So I feel like you're just like, oh, here it is. No, it is. No, here it is. No, it isn't. Here it is. So just put it out there. Do an Instagram account, get it out there, embody the mind of a paid artist, and everything happens. I have a good friend who's an amazing artist, and she does not buy into the whole starving artist consciousness, and she makes a living doing her art, selling her art, and that's all it is this consciousness. So can you, yes, will you ever, it really is going to come down to, it's going to come down to you getting brave enough to put it out there everywhere, not just like in two places, like everywhere. And I feel like out west will get some pickup. I don't know if that's like Nevada or Vegas, but Nevada, Arizona, somewhere like Southwest is a place to make sure you get it out there. Vicky, that's a tough one. Will you get cancer again? Can you help to prevent it? Food diet, no sugar. Sugar feeds cancer. We all know it. Even though as much as I know it, you would think that would be enough for me to like stop consuming sugar. It's diet and then it's destiny. So that's a hard one to answer. It's a hard one for me to answer, but can you help prevent it? You can do certain things like diet to thwart it or make it less. So they say. I think too, like when we're supposed to go, we're going to go. We can change how we pass, but not when we pass. Cute Gator. Cute Gator is a cute name. And will you find real love again? Please. With a name like Cute Gator, you have to. But cute and gator, so gator's kind of like snap and I'll crack your skull. And cute is cute. So you're like totally someone of extremes. I don't know your real name unless it is Cute Gator. And then if it is, then your parents have a really either funny sense of humor or they were totally fucked up, one or the other. Either way, we're good. I think you'll find love, but I think I'm going to tell you to be very, 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 very cautious when you come to love, because I feel like you want so badly to fall in love that a lot of times we like to trick ourselves into, well, this person, like, that's not really them. They say that, but that's not who they are. So I think you like try to make someone better in your mind than they are in reality. So you have to be super cautious about that. And you have to really pay attention to that. Oh, Jennifer, same question. Will you find love again? Oh, I think I answered one for you. I remember seeing Osteen. So I'm only doing one question per person so I can get to more of you. Facebook, get over here. Get over here, Facebook people. YouTube, go to my YouTube channel. That's where I'm taking these questions. Let's see. Hey, Deb, feeling super, oops, hold on, let me edit. Feeling super frustrated with work and love life all at once. I know I need to come meditation more. Do you think any of that will get any better anytime soon for me? You have to do the work. You have to get back to doing the work, Sam. Yeah, it's like all of this stuff. Actually, a woman in my workshop, my class this weekend said how she realized that she feels better every time she comes to the center, like that place. I'm not blowing up the center, although it is. It's really a great place and you should go. And if you haven't been there, I don't know why you haven't been there. If you live nearby, you should come to the center because this is where I can really meet and work with you directly when people like start screaming at me like, how do I get in touch with you? And I'm like, I'm at meditation, my own center all the time. But anyway, we need repetition. We need repetition in everything we do. We need it to build new pathways in our brain. We need the repetition. So as soon as we fall out of habit of anything, whether it's the right diet, the right exercise, the right mindset, we need to bring it back and have constant consistency with anything that we're doing positive. So you need to do that. You need to get reconnected for sure. One moment, please. My throat's getting dry. So you've got to come back and do the work, Sam. Kyle, should you move? Are you totally planning to move down to this area? I don't think it's time to move just yet. Not yet. But I feel like you would be someone who's like, okay, it's April 1st. Yeah, I'm moving May 1st. Like, that's how I think you're going to do it. Like, all of a sudden, like, just, yep, I'm out of here. So, like, dial it back a little bit, but I don't think it's time right yet. And I do think I know it's way better if you take like 6, 8, 12 months to really, really plan it. You'll be in so much better shape than doing like what I said, like, I'm moving May 1st, because I feel like that's what you would do. Mark, okay, you feel so disconnected with everything lately. Is there anything I need to focus on more? School, work, family, relationship? Same as Sam's question. It's that repetitive mindfulness and commitment to working towards feeling good. I think school, work, family, relationship, I mean, all that's draining. I don't think you're getting joy from any one of those places. So I wouldn't put more into any one of those, because I feel like none of those are generating joy. So why would you put more energy into it? So pull back and kind of get a sense of where else you can generate joy. Like at the center for being, knowing, doing in Newburgh, Mark. You have no idea the people who are there who you'll totally resonate and have fun with. But you need something else that generates joy, your own thing, totally separate from those 4 things. Because I just feel like you're in a rut. School is stressful. School is never typically like fun. It's papers and work, and you're just trying to finish. Work feels the same way for you. I know relationship stuff for you, and family. I know a lot of family stuff. So I don't think you're getting joy from any of those 4 things right now, which is okay. Doesn't mean that you won't ever get joy from them again. It's just, don't go to a dry well and expect water. And that's what you're doing. So find something else, like April 14th at the center, which is the next meditation. Okay. How are we doing? Oh my gosh. Will your son be able to heal his father? I believe that's mediumship that you're asking. And if he's still under the age of 5, absolutely. Absolutely, no doubt. Just doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that like if he's over 5 that he won't ever hear from his father, but if he's under 5, he definitely will. Deborah Grant, I've seen this. I thought I'd like skipped it before. Anyway, when will you get an appointment with me? Oh my God, I promise you. I think I did address this. When it's time, I don't know. Because if I answer that and then you're like, oh, she made that happen. I want to say 3 months. 3 months, June, let's see, April. Well, it's May, June, July typically now, because all of April's done. So let's say in 3 months. Let me know at the end of August if you haven't. Oh, Jennifer, cool that it's your first time. You're from Florida. Okay. What should be my focus these coming months? Linda. Oh, I feel health and well-being, and like physical, all things physical, like exercise, your diet, your mindfulness of self, meditation. It's all like self-care stuff, not job, not family. My gosh, you and Mark should totally connect. Your focus needs to be on your physical self. And that doesn't mean like weight loss or weight gain. It just means like such pure attention to your body. Your body is like, I feel like it's screaming like, oh my God, don't ignore me. Carolyn McGuire. I like that name, McGuire. Will I get the job I applied for last week? I hear yes. I don't know if it's healthcare or pharmaceuticals too. If there's some healthcare thing related to it too, it's a double yes or triple yes. All right, Linda, what is the meaning behind the dreams I've been having about my deceased husband and father, or the dreams of houses? Dreams of houses are always representative of the self. So different parts of the house represent different aspects of our consciousness. Like the basement is all our past and all our like old foundational stuff. Main floor is like your present, your current life. Attic, upstairs is your unconscious mind. I'd have to know a lot more details about the dream, but I would say instantly it's about learning how to focus on yourself and turning the attention into you so that you live like meaningfully. So that's my first intuition here. All right. Let's see. Elizabeth is coming new from New Paltz, so maybe like Caitlin should come meet Elizabeth because I think Caitlin would like New Paltz. Will you find love, Lisa? It's been difficult and tend to me the wrong. Yeah, I was about to say I didn't even need to read that part. You're like cute gator. Let's see. If this desire so much to be loved will backfire the fuck out of us every time. Spiritually speaking. This is for everyone. I'm saying that generalized, but it feels very similar to what I told Cute Gator. It's this like, I'm not someone unless someone shows me they love me. And I get it. It's our natural human inclination. We want to feel like we belong. It's actually our first need, even more than food, believe it or not. We want to feel like we have a sense of belonging. We want to be wanted and belong. However, when we want to be loved, psychology reverses the scenario and we either do anything possible. We do a dance to receive love, which if we're doing a dance to receive love, you'll never, ever be loved because you're not being yourself to get the love. So it's a lot about being authentic here. And I'm not saying you're not being authentic. What I am saying is that you'll take the love from whoever's going to give it. So you think immediately. And here's the thing about love too. And it drives me insane when I sit with, and it's typically women. I've had this from men too, but it's typically women that say, oh my God, Deborah, we met 2 months ago and we are like so in love. Like he loves me so much. It's like overwhelming. Every time I hear that, I go run like the wind, Forrest, run, because love is cultivated. Love, like, yes, you can have chemistry. Yes, you can love at first sight. I do believe in that. But anything that starts like this ends like this every time. So these things, love isn't just this like, oh my gosh, yes. So that's what I feel like you're doing, Lisa. It's this like, oh my God, he loves me and I'm going to do this. I'm all over the place. And you don't want to do that. You want to be yourself. You want to be your amazing, empowered, motivated, independent self. And you want to be your asshole, crabby, this is who I am self. Because that person will want both of you, both aspects of you. And we all have the crabby asshole self. We all do. It's just the way it goes. So when we embrace both sides, we're not like jumping through hoops for love, then you will find it. It takes work to love. It really does. I don't know any married couple who has a successful married of like, decades and decades. None of them go, it's been amazing every day. I mean, I've heard that maybe once. So it takes work. There's times where it doesn't work. So if it starts like this, it ends like this every single time. So you have to be cautious. If someone is like madly in love with you, run. Like within a week, run. No, he's saying that he does want to marry me. I have people all the time. They say they want to marry me. No, not after a week. Nope. Nobody wants to marry somebody after a week. And if you do, it's either because they want to get citizenship or something. Something is off. There really is. Because the right person does not move that quickly. So will you find love? You have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of work to do as far as all of this. Not wanting to get loved and loving yourself. It sounds so cliche. Seeing the both sides of yourself. The positive and negative aspects of self. Also, going back to all the stuff I said earlier, we have to be the partner we want to attract. If you want someone who's really hot and fit and is like loving the gym, you better have your ass in the gym, because you need to be equally as to what you want to attract. If you want someone who's financially independent, you better be financially independent. So we attract who we are every time. So that's a long answer for that one. But do you have hope? Of course you have hope. But it's going to take some work on your end. Maria, I think yes. I do think yes. I think not for a while, but I do think yes. Rich, how long should you wait between readings? And do I see you finding love again? So maybe you all should connect with each other. Cute Gator, Lisa, all of you should maybe I should start like a spiritual singles group of some sort. And you know what? Then I can be like, oh, hell no, don't even think about it. No, you two, definitely not. Like, no, this is like disaster. Or I can be like, yeah, this pair might work. I might be onto something here. Rich, how long should you wait between readings? I always feel like, for me, I don't let anyone come back for at least 6 months, and I really even prefer a year, just because I just don't think it's right, especially if it's a mediumship appointment. Sometimes intuitive and life guidance stuff, that's a shorter time distance. But you could go for a reading every week with different people. I would strongly suggest to everyone not to go to the same intuitive over and over and over, because I even tell people, I don't want to know you really well, because the more I know you, the less intuitive I can be for you, because I'll go, oh yeah, I know how they work. I know what they're thinking. And I don't want to think like you think and know this. I want to come from complete objectiveness, whatever. So I would say for me, 6 months at least. But you could see multiple. If you could see one every week, but I would make it a different one. And do you see you finding love again? It's going to take a little bit more work for you. Not first you to find someone to love you, but you to feel ready to love. But there's a lot of ladies on here. So, if you hook up with each other and it doesn't work out, I don't want to hear about it though. Don't do creepy things. Don't go, hey, I saw you on Deborah's thing and now I think we should get married. Please don't. I'll feel totally responsible. Okay. Deborah, since 2010, I know it's been a long time. All right, I'm starting to slow myself down here a little bit. So, happen with the lawsuit. What will happen with the lawsuit? I don't know if there's 6 people involved. It's 2 sides, and it's 3 and 3. No, it's 4 and 2. 6. There's something about 6 people or 6 different parts of the lawsuit, and it's 4 and 2, and I feel like 4 will get honored or 4 will go forward and I don't want to say the word win on, but do well with, and 2 will be erased and scrapped, and I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's exactly how I see it. Goodness. So Facebook people, you guys are tuning in over here on Facebook, but I'm reminding you I'm only answering questions for those who are logging in on YouTube. So my YouTube channel is Intuitive Medium Deborah Hanlon. If you subscribe and you click the little bell, you'll be notified every time I do come on here and do this. Okay. Yeah, you guys can click the thumbs up button too if you like this whole format and all of that. Let's see. I'm going to take one more question here. Dorothy. Pregnancy in future? Yes, I'm hearing all this pregnancies. By the way, all of you are asking about pregnancies, and if you've had a difficult time with pregnancy, I'm a huge, massive believer in acupuncture to move energy, and I would say don't just do one session. So I would say do at least 6 sessions, 5 sessions, to move energy. I'm a big believer in that. So I'm hearing yes, and I don't have a time frame for you yet, Danielle. I don't know if you've been married 3 years or your relationship's been 3 years. I just saw a whole bunch of thumbs up going crazy. That felt fun. So do that again. So I do hear yes. I just don't know when. Not 3 years from now, but I see a star. Maybe tried for 3 years. I go back 3 years. All right. So here's the thing. I want to kind of slow it down and end on a little bit of a meditation. I knew I wouldn't be able to get to all of you. I didn't think that over 100 of you would be on, because not so many people have been like jumping over to YouTube, and wow, you did tonight. So thank you guys. And because I didn't get to your question, I'm not being a jerk. I did go into order as much as I could. I tried to take as many as I can. So if I hear people yelling at me later, I'm only one person. I can only get to so many. I'm sure I will do this again because you all seem to enjoy it. But let's just transition into a really brief meditation. This will help you have a good night's sleep and be rested and come down. When we meditate and our energy is calmer and slower, we are in a much more receptive, intuitive space. So for those of you who I didn't get to your question, I would write it down on a piece of paper, meditate, go to sleep with this in your hand even. Go to sleep with it by your bedside. Think of your question over and over and thank your unconscious or subconscious mind for allowing you to answer, to come to the answer, to come to that insight, and do this every night until you receive some sort of information that you go, oh my gosh, this is it. So if your question's about pregnancy and you ask, am I going to get pregnant? And in 4 nights from now, you see a little baby boy in your dreams, you just got your answer. So that's what I would tell you to do. But to get to that space, I want everyone to just go ahead and close your eyes. You Facebookers can do this part too. So close your eyes. We're just going to bring our energy down and focused and centered. So we can start with your breath. So breathe in through your nose. And then exhale out to your mouth. And do that one more time. In through your nose. Hold the breath at the top. And then exhale out your mouth. And just for a few moments, just enjoy the quiet or whatever sounds are going in the background of your home. Maybe someone else has a TV on or music. You can allow that to be there, but just start checking into not only yourself and your breath, but whatever's going on around you. And I want you to imagine that your whole body just relaxes from the top of your head. Just scan your whole body and imagine each place of your body that you're holding tension or stress. Just see it melt away or evaporate away. I like to always think of my stress and tension as that old commercial for all. And remember, it was like the stain lifter, and in the commercial, the words all were like broken up and lifted away. That's the visualization I like to use for imagining all my tension or stress or crankiness just lifting up and melting away. Continue to focus in on your breath and notice that your breath gets calmer. Your inhales get deeper. Your exhales get more forceful. And just bring in gratitude for yourself and this moment right now. Because tuning into this and staying for this part of the meditation means that you really do want to do the work. You really do care and love for yourself. And anytime we take an act of love and self-care, the universe responds. So something as simple as a brief meditation is a huge step to the universe that shows that we care about ourselves. We value our mind and body and spirit. And if you want, you can just continue to relax and breathe deeply and stay calm. I want to thank all of you for joining tonight and tuning in. We will do this again. For you to get notified, just make sure you hit that bell button. And if you subscribe, you will get notified as well. So good night, everyone. Thank you again. And I will see you next Monday at 8:30. And anything for information, you could always go to my Facebook page, which is Intuitive Medium Deborah Hanlon, or you could go to my website, deborahhanlon.com. Thanks so much, you guys. Good night. Good night, Facebook. Good night. Good night.